Let there be light.
Hey everyone, thank you for checking out this video. I did basically what is my everyday look lately. It's all matte, all drugstore eyeshadows. It's so easy to do, so that's why I figured I would shoot this quick video for you guys showing you. I kept the complexion really simple as well, so there are like a lot of baby steps, but it's kind of everything you do to sort of achieve just a natural matte, like nude eye. So I am using this palette, which is by Sonia Kashuk exclusively for the eyeshadows. It's the Eye on Neutral in 2. I show it in the video. Yeah, and I really like this palette. It's what I've been using every day, like I said, exclusively, and it's kind of fun to do all matte looks. So if you're curious to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Just keep watching.
Okay, so we're starting with a blank canvas. I'm just going to move my hair to the side with a comb, revolutionary. And I'm just going to use a little bit of the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer on the places I get oily. I got a sample of this. I probably wouldn't repurchase it since my skin is more dry, but I could see it being really good for people with oily skin. So I just do my T-zone area with it, nose, mustache area, chin, forehead. And then we're going in with Dior Hydrolife with SPF 20, I believe. This is in shade 2, so it may look a little scary when I first start applying it, but I am more tan from my recent trip to Mexico. And since it's pretty sheer, because it is a tinted moisturizer, you know, it'll all work out. Have some faith in you, girl. I also wanted to say that this is much better than their BB cream. I would not bother with their BB cream. This is just as good, does all that jazz. And yeah, I think it has better coverage. So rub that bad boy in. And now we're moving on to the eyes. I'm going to start with Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC as a base because I am a pretty yellowy person. If you are more neutral or pink undertones to your skin, you can use Painterly. But if you're really warm toned like me, Soft Ochre is a great choice to just give you a bare canvas. Now with our Eye on Neutral palette, I love this. You can look at all the ingredients right there too if you wanted to see. The one thing about this palette is that I need a tool to open it. It's so hard to open, so I just go in with a brush end and try to pop it open. And yeah, as you can see, that's pretty tough. So they're just beautiful, like warm and cool browns. Lots of cool browns in there. I love it. So we're going to mix what shade 4 and 6, I believe together. They're numbered, but it's just this orangey and then this light cool brown. So I'm using the Target crease brush for that because it's just small enough to get into the crease, and we're going to rub this bad boy all in there. And as you can see, there is some fallout, but it's totally fine because you dust your brush off and it works just great, blends well, looks good. So I'm rubbing that right into the crease, a little bit above, you know, just really blowing it out, not precise at all. And this is going to sort of be like my main color, actually. Very little other than this. Back and forth motions and little swirlies. And you get the best blend you can get up there. I just love how those two colors pair together in the crease. It looks great. It comes like the perfect crease color. So then I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush with nothing on it and just run that along the outer edge, and like I said, really blown out, really soft, really natural looking when you do this. No harsh lines at all. Now I'm going to take number 2 from the palette on the same brush and use that over the top of everything. I'm just going to add a little bit more of a gradient, and it'll serve as a nice soft matte brow bone highlight. Don't do all your highlights like this though. If you have a shimmery highlight, you know, be more controlled, but since this is matte, we can just sort of go buck wild with it. Gonna do the exact same thing, same brush, same color, and this time on the lid. Like now you can go in here with some shimmer if you want, but I'm just interested in an all matte look. And girl, close your mouth. Okay, good. Glad I tried to tone down that makeup face. So that's what we're working with so far. And then I think I'm gonna move on to the skin before I do my inner corner stuff. Yeah, that's what that face is supposed to represent, I guess. So now I'm going to take Bobbi Brown's Corrector in Light Peach. I love this thing. It's really, really good for under the eyes. I take one little ring finger amount and go right in the inner corner with it because I have like that green like patch there that it's not so cute. So yeah, I just dab that on, and then I take one more finger dab for the rest of my under eye and really press it in with the heat of my finger. Now I'm using Maybelline's Age Rewinds concealer. I think this is the medium, and I really love this for covering up redness on the face. I wouldn't put it on any active acne because then then you may contaminate the little sponge, but I love this for the under eyes too. But lately this has been my new use for it. I've gone through like 3 tubes of this thing. My favorite brush to blend it is a CVS little face brush. It's just awesome. It just buffs it in like perfectly, get a nice thin layer, and it's just amazing. I love this brush for concealer so much, and again, you could get it at CVS. Now I'm going to take the Touche Clay. I don't really care for this, but I'm going to use it up since I got it as a Christmas gift in like a YSL gift box. So a cool use that I have found for it is to be like a matte highlight on the high points of your face. I don't really care for this under the eyes because it's quite sheer, but everywhere else it does like have a visible yet subtle effect that I like. So I'm just highlighting all over the place, mainly the tops of my cheeks, and anywhere that's left, anything that's left on the brush, I just run against my jawline. You don't need to do that. I don't need to do that, but I would rather do that than have it be on my brush. And then you're done. You're good to go. Yeah, right. Come on, guys. Again, that was shade 2. I don't know if I said it. It's the yellowy one. Again, same brush. Love that old brush. Blending everything in. Yay. Fun. And you can see how it just gives a really natural like highlight and dimension to the face. Really easy, no shimmer. And now I'm going back to the inner corner stuff. So I'm taking NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm just going to dab a little bit onto the inner corners of my eye. Again, this is completely optional. I like a kind of dramatic inner corner highlight, and since I'm going to be using a matte color, I just wanted to punch it up a little bit with this base. It takes some time with your fingers to get it like nice thin layer so it doesn't crease, but after you've blended it in with your finger, it'll look a little frightening like that. But then I am going to go back in with my Sonia Kashuk palette and this e.l.f. crease brush. I find that it's like the perfect size for me to do inner corner stuff. So I'm taking the matte white. Again, you could use the yellowy or pinky color if you're not into like a white highlight. Whatever you prefer. This is just what I like to do because again, I like my highlights dramatic. At this point, I like to take a Q-tip and just dab under the eyes because as you can see, I got some fine lines there that I gotta, be wary of any concealer settling into, so that just takes care of it. Now I'm using the Hourglass Brow Architect pencil, I believe. It has a really good spoolie on one end, and this is just amazing. The shape of this, if you can see, it's like unlike any other shaped thing. I know Tom Ford does one, but I think it's like double the price, and I honestly think this Hourglass one is great, and the color is like perfect for my dark brows. The color has no warmth to it at all, which is so essential in getting a really natural brow thing. So I just fill them in really lightly wherever I have a bald spot. And then I go back, make sure I close it so it doesn't dry out, duh. And then I go back in with the spoolie and I brush more on the front end just to get that really soft and natural. And then I brush a little less. I just basically groom the tail end of it. Now, since my brows cannot stay in place, I have to go in with a little bit of brow gel of some sort. This is the MAC Brow Set in Beguile. Works really well, but you cannot overdo it, okay? Because then you will get some crusty eyebrows. So I just use a tiny bit, just in the hopes of keeping my brows a little bit more in place during the day. Now I'm going to line my eyes with Eyiko's Skinny Felt Tip Eyeliner in black, of course. A really good drugstore dupe for that is the Maybelline one. Yeah, all of that was filmed out of frame, but as you can see, I did a really basic line with a little tiny flick. If you want to see how I do that, leave a comment. Now I'm using NARS's Larger Than Life eyeliner in Rue Bonaparte. It's the flesh tone one. It's getting a little dried out. That's why I warmed it on my hand beforehand. Now you can maybe see the difference difference in which eye that I did. That's both eyes done with that. Now I'm going in with the YSL Shocking Mascara. Again, the sample from that little gift set. And that's the most important part for me of the mascara, is doing that one coat on the top and then going back underneath. I put a lot on the bottom lashes as well. Now we're moving back onto the cheeks. This is MAC's Alpine Bronze from the Après Chic collection. Jaclyn Hill, I forget the number, but yeah, she like forced me essentially to try this blush because she just raved about how amazing it is, and I really do agree that I think it's amazing, especially because as you saw, it like looks really bronzy, right? But then I put it on and it somehow has this like pinky rose to it hidden somewhere in there that I really think does make it like a perfect blush, because somehow I feel like it changes color to like suit everybody. Like I know other things advertise doing that and don't, and this doesn't advertise doing it, yet it does. So it's really natural, and since I like it so much, I'm blobbing on some more. Can't help myself. Now for lips, really simple. I'm using Chanel's, I don't know, lip lacquer gloss type thing in 51. Good luck saying that name. I don't know how. And this just really does a nice job of adding. I love the, oh yeah, I love the doe foot, by the way. It's differently shaped than others. My lips are a little chapped, so I don't want to do a lipstick, and this is a natural look. So we're working that into the lips. It lasts a really long time, and it provides a great high shine. See, my lips just look sort of wet, juicy, and a little bit nude, which I love. So here's the obligatory odd posing and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please rate, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever that is. Apparently it's really important for YouTubers and aspiring YouTubers. And subscribe as well, you know, that would be cool. I'm working really hard on getting out videos more regularly. Editing is just a huge bitch, but stay with me and I promise you more fun videos, guys.